This is the California DMV. This is their headquarters campus in Sacramento. The headquarters campus consists of 5 different buildings and 9 parking lots. We have on the next slide, I'll convey a little bit more of the information, but just to hit the high points here, really the DMV's priorities were to demonstrate on their ability and their initiative to lead in terms of on-site, powering their campus from on-site renewables, and a deep integration of EVSE infrastructure around the campus. They already had a modest EVSE system for charging a few fleet vehicles. This work, in addition to the significant amount of renewables that was added, also added about 150 EV chargers to the campus. And this is just to the headquarters campus. As many of you may know, the DMV is rolling out EVSE statewide at all of their branch locations, which number in the hundreds. Getting down to the solution set, really this was an early stage piece of work for strategic planning and development. So again, the options analysis portion of this was really integral, and a value proposition that Zendy brought to the table in terms of being able to run multiple scenarios relatively rapidly, and also do some post-processing to achieve some of the other goals that they were trying to implement. There was also some very interesting work with SMUD. As many of you know, SMUD is a municipal electric utility up in the Sacramento area, and they're well known for really leaning into advanced energy solutions. And I wanted to just take the opportunity to compliment the SMUD team here, as they were really collaborative in that process, along with the folks at the DMV, all the way up to the top leadership. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the results of the work at the DMV, at least in this initial phase, was an in-depth analysis that has been run all the way up to the leadership at DMV to meet their goals, and has been integrated now into their capital programming. And as far as the campus is concerned, we delivered not only an in-depth analysis and report, but full plan specs and estimates to get ready to implement the program. So that said, moving on to the next slide, Lulu, if you wouldn't mind, please. Just again, a couple of snapshots here, a bit of a sneak peek on one of our layout drawings there at the top that just gives you a sense of scale of the work. So this ultimately results in about 3 megawatts of new power generation, battery energy storage, reconfiguration of the campus electrical in order to really lay out the opportunity for nested resilience and microgrid functionality across the buildings independently and in the campus as a whole. And lastly, of course, the iterative process, as I mentioned with Zendy, to run through, be able to post-process, digest with the customer, come back to the table, rerun some scenarios that incorporate some of their feedback and nuance, and then come again, really delivered a lot of value, because that can be incredibly time consuming. And of course, developers and owners alike, are very conscious of the upfront project cost, of course, leading to implementation. And I think at the end of the day, the value proposition, one of the key value propositions that we've achieved from Zendy, is being able to continue to convey important information to our customers rapidly in the early stages of project development.